What's up guys, welcome back to Catalyst Cars, welcome back to the channel. I've got something special here today. A 2014 C63 AMG. It's not just any ordinary AMG, it's the 507 edition. So as you can see, it is quite different to your normal C63. What's different is these vents on the bonnet, which are taken from the C63 Black Series. It has bespoke wheels for this car, which was then used in another special edition, which I will tell you more about. It also has a side strut, so this car has the AMG Platinum Magno paint. It was quite a rare paint. I think in South Africa there's like a handful of them, and there was even one imported from the UK with this paint, so it's very rare in this color. You can also see the boot spoiler. Also gives away that it is a 507 edition, because this is what came standard with the 507 edition C63 AMG. Let's take a look at the inside of the car. You've got loads of carbon fiber trim around the vehicle, running all the way through, and you got your badge to remind you that it is a 507 edition C63. Electric seats, beautiful leather bucket seats as well, and you get 2 seats for the rear passengers, but I personally think it's pointless, especially if you are really tall. Got a beautiful panoramic roof. However, one gripe that I have with it is that it just has a blind shade that covers the sun. You don't get anything more, so you might as well just leave it open, right? The car also comes standard with Harman Kardon Logic 7 sound system. As you can see, the car's still warming up. It takes some time to warm, so you need to warm these cars up a bit before you actually want to drive them spiritly. You got your heated seats, the Affalterbach AMG logo on the gear knob, and your different driving modes. So you got Sport, Comfort, Sport Plus. You see the small little red button, the small little red logo there. And you got manual as well. And you also have race start, which is for launch control. You also get a lot of Alcantara around the gear, around the steering wheel, these beautiful metal paddle shifters. And it also has an infotainment system that has your creature comforts like your navigation. It has a reverse camera as well. Bluetooth audio. And if you also want to plug in an aux. We'll have some fun a bit later. So if you press the button once, the traction control button, it gives you the sport logo here lit up. And if you hold it all the way down, so that's sport handling mode, if you hold it all the way down, the traction control goes completely off, which we will not be doing today. Maybe some sport handling mode, I think at most. Let's take a quick look at the engine. There's the Mercedes AMG, the legendary 6.2 litre V8, the M156 engine. As you can see, it's handcrafted, built by Stefan, I can't pronounce his surname, and a Affalterbach AMG handcrafted by him. It's a beautiful engine, and it sounds absolutely insane, this car. What's also quite cool is that the car comes with this, it has keyless entry, so it comes with this key that permanently stays in the ignition here. So you just like pop it in there, and just by having the key in your pocket you can start your ignition on. We'll put it on, and if the battery does die on this car, you can use the actual key. Mercedes actually made very nice keys with this metal around it. Gives it a nice solid feel compared to other manufacturers, to be honest. So let's have a quick history lesson on the C-Class AMG. The first generation was the W202 C36 AMG, which was manufactured between 1993 and 1997. It used a inline-six engine that produces 268 horsepower and 280 pound-feet of torque. And the 1997 model got 276 horsepower. The W202 C43 AMG was manufactured between 1997 and 2000, and this came with a 4.3 litre hand-built V8 engine, which produced 302 horsepower and 305 pound-feet of torque. The Gen 2 W203 C32 AMG was manufactured between 2001 and 2004. It used a 3.2 litre supercharged V6 engine that produced 354 horsepower, making it one of the first supercharged AMG models. And it did 0 to 100 in just under 5 seconds. The Gen 2 W203 C55 AMG was manufactured between 2004 and 2007. And this had a naturally aspirated 5.4 litre V8, producing 362 horsepower and 376 pound-feet of torque. And in the facelift of this car, the 7G-tronic automatic gearbox, which was quite revolutionary at the time, made its debut on this car. And on to this generation, the W204 C63 AMG from 2008 to 2014. You could call it the legend. M156 6.2 litre V8 engine producing between 451 to 507 horsepower in our case now. It was available in various forms: sedan, coupe, estate, and also it came in the hardcore Black Series model. So a little bit more about these cars. So they had a couple of issues when they first came out, like the head bolt failure, which was most critical, which basically seized engines. There was camshaft wear and timing change tensioner issues as well. Transmission issues, which was sometimes a bit jerky with changes, and there was maybe some glitches in the software as well. Suspension wear, a lot of AMG tuned suspensions. Shock springs bushings were getting worn out very quickly, control arms and whatnot. There was rear subframe corrosion, so some owners found a bit of rust in these cases. However, the cars were still on warranty at the point in time, and this would be covered. Special editions, there was the P30 package from 2009 onwards that bumped the power up to 480 horsepower. The P31 package, AMG development package from 2010 onwards, which bumped the output to 487 horsepower and you got the AMG drivers pack, which this car has. So it raises the top speed to 280 kilometers per hour. C63 Black Series from 2011 to 2012, 481 horsepower, but it was stripped out, light carbon fiber, proper bucket seats, proper aero as well. You could get the aero pack on the car. And then the 507, the global swan song, you could call it, from 2013 to 2014. 507 horsepower, 610 newton meters of torque at 5,200 RPM. Had an uprated ECU, new conrods, a lightweight crankshaft, and forged pistons from the SLS AMG. It also, as I mentioned, featured a vented hood borrowed from the Black Series. There's also other edition 63, edition 125, and South Africa had the Legacy edition, which was finished in matte green. All of them came the same with the 507 wheels and the Black Series spoilers, which was quite cool. It was only for the South African market. We then thereafter got the W205 C63 AMG and C63 AMG from 2015 to 2021, and that came with the 4-litre twin-turbo V8, the M117, which pushed around 503 horsepower in the C63S, and was a bit quicker to 60. The 205 was about 0.3 seconds quicker than the W204. It still had the lovely V8 AMG sound. However, people did miss the naturally aspirated V8 engine. Then we have the biggest failure, the Gen 5 C63 AMG, the C63 SE Performance from 2022 to present, which is 2026. And that car produced about 671 horsepower and 752 pound-feet of torque. Immense numbers with the hybrid electric motors assisting it. All-wheel drive, you reached 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds, but no one really liked the car. It had a 2-liter engine, and they say milk comes in 2 liters, so it was a fail. Hardly sold, crazy price, and that's where the G80 M3 became a fan favorite, you could say. So some driving impressions of the C63 AMG 507 edition. The car is currently still warming up. It's on comfort mode at the moment. Just trying to ease into it. But something I can tell you is that it's a very hard ride, which speaks to the car itself. So it doesn't have any active dampers. It has passive dampers, so you can't necessarily change the suspension as and when you want to whatever setting you want. But in comfort mode, it is a bit lively, as you can hear, and it picks up speed really fast, especially when you're high up the rev range, closer towards where you're getting peak torque. It starts picking up speed really quickly. So we get onto a better road, we can try out Sport and Sport Plus as well. Out some sport mode, we got a bit of road. Oh, the back is a bit twitchy there. Yeah, that's really picking up speed. Yeah, that was a lot of speed picked up. Luckily we're driving in Mexico. Let's do some Sport Plus action.